Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's been a long time coming. I finally dug out of the snow and the rain and replaced the come along with a proper winch, and it's finally working. This wall is coming up. I'm taking a quick break. I've got it braced on both ends just in case wind picks up or something. This gin pole and everything was under a tarp for months. We had a really long winter, in case you didn't know, and yeah, it's been tough to deal with. But I'm really excited to see this come along. So far, looks like it's going to be right on target. And I've got my gin pole secured both backwards and forwards. I do think I missed the opportunity to have the winch cable go all the way down to the connector point on the wall. I used a strap instead, but that's okay. Once it gets to the end of the wire, I should be able to push the rest up once it's braced and get it standing, or at least brace it and then pull the wire down with more slack to get it all the way up. Woo! Exciting times.
There it was. That was the picture that every DIY video needs, the level showing the bubble right in the middle. And since I figured you like the sound of my voice more than the music, I would do a little bit of commentary. So yeah, it was a rough winter, as I mentioned before. I think there were the way we tarped the wall that was laid down and the gin pole, it left a lot of cavities on the surface of the tarp for rain and snow to collect. When we tried to keep some of the water off, but it just got so heavy, and we just waited till the spring. We got, I think, 3 rain barrels full of water collected off of that tarp before we took it off. The subfloor was not Avantec or any of those, really nice waterproof subflooring. I think I've got one sheet that was fairly waterproofed, and the rest were like weather resistant. So yep, there was some swelling and some curling on the edges, and it's just what we're gonna have to deal with. And I was frustrated, of course, but you move on and you do what you gotta do. I wasn't gonna rip out the whole floor and pay hundreds or thousands more for more decking and replace it and take all that time. We do have a deadline we need to hit, where if we don't get to the next step for the inspection in time, then we'd have to pay for a whole nother application fee to the city. So we actually are over the deadline where we were supposed to be, but I emailed the city a month ago and asked them if they would give us an extension because of how long and wet the winter was, and they were very kind enough to grant that. And so we have until the 1st of July to finish and get to the framing inspection. So we've got to get the roof up and sheathed, and I think that's all. I don't know if we have to put the shingles on before the inspection. I'm guessing just like the tar paper and not the house wrap, because they need to look at my nailing structure on the outer wall sheathing. Oh, and by the way, yes, I know that it's not typical to put the wall sheathing horizontally, or at least now I know. I did that before standing these walls up because I wanted to make it a little bit easier in the future. These are 9-foot tall walls, and I did put that line of blocking so every edge of the sheathing has a nailing surface for rigidity, and then the last piece of the sheathing will go vertically like it's supposed to, and will cover the rim joist on the bottom as well. So each of the last pieces will have one 4-foot cut on the crosswise section, and that's it. Anyway, thanks for watching, and hope you enjoy this video.
Yeah, so this is pretty typical what we've been working with this spring. I sure do love the rain. We sure needed it. We're finally starting to get out of our drought. But boy, does it make it hard to build stuff, especially when you have to wait for the floor to dry. And I'm standing here underneath the new scaffold. I got caught in the storm. It started coming down really suddenly. So I'm just hunkered here underneath the scaffold. But I think I have just enough work surface to build the top post, the first post for the beam, the ridge beam, which I'm excited about. I'm going to have 3 posts, 2 16-foot beams, and hopefully it goes well. Hopefully this just gives us enough rain to get out of the drought and doesn't hamper my construction too much. All right, take care. Came out here just before dawn so that we could use our laser level. We want to get the exact height, the same height of that post out there, transferred onto this post, and also onto the back post. Well, where the post will be in the back there. The problem is I'm standing here on this scaffold, and I've got my tripod on the same scaffold with my laser level, and whenever I turn it on, you can see how much that line bounces. I'm trying to stay still, but it's still really bouncy. I did a little move there for exaggeration, but anyway. I think I got pretty close to what I need there. And whoa, that looks cool. Try not to wake the neighbors. I hope this laser doesn't get into anyone's bedroom window. I'm pretty high up here. It does go far, but it dissipates after about a couple hundred feet, so I think we're okay. All right, take care. Well done.